everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Sherry. Thank you so much for being here today. And if you aren't already, please subscribe because I post all different kinds of videos from fashion, fitness, beauty, lifestyle, and wellness. So a little bit of everything for someone. So definitely don't forget to subscribe. Today's video is all about the first and only Tinder date I've ever been on. So a little bit of a story time to tell you guys today. So I hope you enjoy it, and if you do, definitely give this video a thumbs up so I know that you like my story times. Okay, so let's rewind it back to 2016. So I had gotten out of a serious 4-year relationship about a few months prior to getting online and start looking online and doing the whole online dating thing, because I had never done that before because it wasn't really around yet when I was already in a relationship. I was cheated on, and I was really scarred from that relationship, but I decided to get back out there, so I went on eHarmony, and I went on Tinder, and I went on OkCupid. So I was on like 3 different ones. I didn't do Match, I didn't do Bumble, I didn't know about like all of them. But also I was just on a few because it can be very overwhelming to start like online dating, and you have like, I don't know, it's like a job, like you're actively seeking out someone. So it was just a little bit overwhelming and stressful. And some of these people that I connected with kind of lived far away. I wasn't really thrilled about keeping it within like my town that I grew up in. I just figured it's not a very big town, and I didn't want to like date anyone that I knew already or someone that I knew of. You know, it didn't seem like there was anyone left. We'll get back to that, why it makes it so funny. So I was talking to, I think, 1 or 2 people who I was kind of between the first like month in, and the one lived in 2 states over. He was kind of far away, but we had a lot in common, and he seemed really nice, but I feel like I was just always the one initiating like conversation, and I don't know, it didn't seem like he was really interested or like it was really going anywhere, or that he like really wanted to invest in something. So that alone just kind of made me like not really want to give it more time. I don't like wasting my time. I don't like wasting other people's time. So if I don't feel like, if it's just not there, it's fine. I don't mind. So, you know, the conversation just kind of trailed off at that point. And then I met up with this other guy, and he just basically wanted to hook up. And yeah, I wanted more. Obviously, I wasn't there to hook up, but I guess the risk of being on an app like Tinder and OkCupid is the fact that they want to hook up. So we met up once, we hooked up, and then I never really talked to him again. I literally saw him texting another girl while we were hanging out, and I was like, this is not gonna work. Like, I'm trying to be exclusive with somebody, and I don't want to waste my time or get hurt. Like, I was just hurt so bad, and I wasn't trying to get hurt right away again. So I kind of told him, hey, I just don't think you're in this for the serious part of a relationship. It doesn't seem like you want to be exclusive, so I don't really see this going anywhere. I was honest with him, and then he kind of just like didn't respond much. He was like, all right, whatever. So then eHarmony was a complete fail. Like, that was the one where you did like the extensive like questionnaire, and you have to pay to see like what people look like. And they were either really needy or clingy or like really pushy, or they didn't like the fact that like I was going back to school at the time for like the arts. This was before I switched to communications, which I have my bachelor in, but I was trying to go back again for theater, and they were like, what kind of career is gonna like sustain you in the theater world? Granted, they're kind of right, because now looking at the theater world, that wasn't a good choice. I mean, that wouldn't have been a good choice to make anyway. But regardless, I mean, if if someone's not gonna support my dreams or like question like my career goals, like that right away to me sounds very mean. So yeah, I didn't talk to or find anyone on eHarmony. So then, like literally 2 days later after that guy that I met up with and went on that one date with, I met someone. The conversation flowed right away. He seemed very interested. He seemed very genuine. It seemed like he was really putting an effort into like me. Like it didn't sound like he was just going through the motions of like the same old things he asks probably every girl he talks to. It just seemed like he wanted to get to know me. And he was responsive, and my golden retriever's next to me. But yeah, he seemed very genuine, and he lived like 10 minutes away from where I lived. I was like, what? What? Like, are you new here? Like, what is the deal? So we decided to go on a date literally like just a couple of days after talking. We decided to go on a date. So he was very hot. I mean, right away, his photos, I thought he was so hot. He seemed like he was going to be a little bit short, so I wasn't sure what that was going to be like. You know how guys can kind of make themselves a little bit taller, or like, I don't know, I feel like sometimes guys lie on their profiles. You just never know until you meet up with someone. But I was so pleasantly surprised. He was dressed so nice. He had a big smile on his face. He was so good looking. Like his photos definitely like did him justice, but he was like even more handsome in person. Like I was very pleased. So right away, he gave me a hug, like a side hug, kind of like one of these, you know, like the one-armed hug. And the conversation flowed. It just flowed the entire night. We talked about literally everything from politics, religion, family, what we wanted in life, things about ourselves. Literally everything was talked about on the first date. We went there. It was not uncomfortable at all. It all flowed naturally. We got along so well. We made connections on levels that I never made connections with anyone before. And it just felt right. And I am happy to say that that was my first and last and only Tinder date or online date as a whole. And now I'm getting married to the man in a month. So love stories happen on Tinder. That's where we met. It's funny because we lived in the same city our entire lives, and we've never met in person before. A couple of places that I actually have been to before, and I just never remember seeing him or meeting him. And like we knew of people, like we had like mutual acquaintances that we knew of. So it's funny how we never really crossed paths until Tinder. Like it took meeting online for us to finally connect. And since he's 5 years older than me, or like 4.5 years older than me, I guess like our friend groups or like our paths just never crossed when we were younger. And I think timing is just everything. I mean, the place that we were both in when we met was the perfect place and time in our lives to meet, and it just worked. We clicked, and the rest is history. I mean, I'm so thrilled to marry him. And it's just, I think you can find love anywhere. It's really true when they say when you know, you know. You really don't. I always wondered what that would feel like, and I've never had any doubts. Obviously we fight, we have squabbles here and there, and obviously we're two different people, but we align on a different level that you just can't describe. It's just so amazing, and I just have that feeling that he is my person forever, and he feels that way about me, and it's just something I'll never have to question or worry about because we both feel that way, and it's just on a much deeper level than surface, or you know, even below the surface. It just goes so much deeper than that, and we're still learning about things about each other and finding more things in common, and it's amazing. So I'm here to tell you that love stories happen. They can happen on Tinder. So that's our love story. I wanted to tell this story so bad because I thought it was so funny how my first and last Tinder date led to me getting married to this man in just a month. So I hope you enjoyed this story. Definitely give it a thumbs up if you did. If you want to hear more story times, definitely let me know. And have you found your love on Tinder? I want to hear about you guys' love stories and experiences, because I think it's just, I love love, and I love hearing about people's love stories. So definitely leave some of those down below. And until I see you guys in my next video, bye!